your silence. Night exhales its final breath. Two worlds turning without mercy, yet always meeting, like you and me. Without demanding, soft as dawn on frozen ground. Every step a quiet promise, every word without a sound. I was born from burning shadows, learned to speak in scars and fire. You never asked me to be holy, only true to my desire. When the sun surrenders slowly and the stars begin to rise, I feel the pull of what we are. Not wrong, not right, just alive. You are my angel in the daylight. I am the devil in the dark. Two eternal forces turning, one unbreakable heart. Heaven breathes when you are near me. Hell goes silent at your call. Day and night are not opponents. They are one. They always fall together. You see beauty in my fractures, truth beneath the darker skin. Where I carry all my battles, you just smile and walk within. They told you I would drag you under, that my world would steal your flame. But you kissed the edge of danger, and you never said my name with shame. I am not the storm that breaks you, I am not the sin you flee. I am just the other side of what you choose to see in me. You are my angel in the daylight. I am the devil in the dark. Halo forged from quiet courage, horns carved deep into my heart. If loving me is falling deeper, then fall, I'll catch the flame. Day and night don't fear each other. They just change. They call me dark side when they fear me, when they don't dare look inside. But you say it like a promise, like a truth you won't deny. If I am fire, you are breathing. If I am sin, you are choice. You don't silence who I am, you give my darkness a voice. breaking. Stay with me when stars descend. Angel, devil, day, night. The cycle doesn't end. Every room bends toward your flame. You speak in scars and gentle fire, and still my pulse remembers your name. I've seen love dressed as war and fear. I've seen it fade, I've seen it break. But in your eyes it dares to stay, alive for its own sake. You don't demand, you don't command, you stand your ground without a throne. if our paths begin to bend, I won't curse what we have been. I'll honor what we were then. No guilt, no shadow chains, no what if carved in pain. Only fire that was real and dared to remain. My red heart queen, not my reason, not my crown. You're the fire that walks with mine without burning it down. My red heart queen, if we stand or if we fall, what we shared was chosen freely, and that's everything of
In a world of shadows and unanswered nights, there was a light that never asked to be worshipped, only to be seen.
I walked through days that had no name, through silent hours dressed in gray. Every promise felt too fragile, every hope too far away. Then your voice cut through the quiet, not a flame but something true. No demand, no chains, no question, just a light that led me through. You never pulled me from the dark, you showed me where to stand. You didn't save me from myself, you taught me how to understand. My angel of light, you shine, you remain, not above me, not in chains. You don't blind me, you don't command, you walk beside me hand in hand. My angel of light, so distant, so near, not born of fear, not built on need. You don't own my heart, you're free to see what I am and what I can be. I've seen devotion turn to fire, love that burns until it scars. I've seen crowns become cages, wishes rot into demands. But you stood there calm and steady, never asking me to kneel. You didn't promise me forever, you made every moment real. You never claimed my every breath, never asked me to obey. You didn't pull me from my path, you walked it anyway. My angel of light, you shine, you remain, not above me, not in chains. You don't blind me, you don't command, you walk beside me hand in hand. My angel of light, no throne, no crown, no silent war to pull me down. You don't own my heart, you're free to be more than I was, more than me. If one day the light should falter, if the night grows deep and wide, I won't beg you to stay burning, I will thank you for the guide, for every step you didn't force, for every truth you didn't bend, for being more than love or fate. simply being present.
Not a savior, not a sign, not a promise carved in time. Just a soul that chose to stand without a leash, without a brand.
If I fall awake. If I rise, it's what we make. No chains of gold, no sacred vow. Only here, only now. My angel of light, you shine, you remain. Not my shelter, not my flame. You don't define me, you don't decide. You light the road where I walk my side. My angel of light, if paths divide, your glow will still be part of mine. Not because you stayed or swore, but because you were and are.
Some lights are not meant to be held. They are meant to be remembered and followed.
In the quiet hours before the dawn, when the world forgets to breathe, I find your name between my thoughts, a promise I don't need to speak. No crown upon your gentle head, no throne beneath your feet. Yet every room you softly enter learns what grace can be. You don't demand the sky to fall, you don't command the flame. You simply stand the way you are, and nothing stays the same. I've known loud love, I've known desire, burning fast and gone. But you are like a steady light that waits till night is done. You never ask me to be more, you never ask me to kneel. You let me grow, you let me choose what I'm ready to feel. My sweet princess, soft and true, not made of dreams, but something real. You don't claim my heart as yours, you teach my heart how to feel. My sweet princess, calm and bright, no chains of gold, no sacred vow. You don't pull me from my world, you walk beside me now. I've seen love dressed in perfect words, I've seen it dressed in pain. I've seen it ask for everything and give back only chains. But you don't trade in fear or need, you don't collect my past. You let the moments breathe and live instead of making them last. You don't promise me forever, you don't swear the end of days. You only give me honesty in quiet human ways. My sweet princess, reality. Some loves don't conquer worlds. They make them worth living in. When every horizon fades, there is a light that never leaves. I've walked through hours without a name, through empty roads, through silent doubt. Every direction felt uncertain, every answer worn and worn out. But when the darkness closed around me, when the ground gave way too far, I didn't look for signs or reasons, I just followed where you are. You never forced the way ahead, you never burned too bright. You simply stayed a constant flame in the longest night. You are my guiding star, my beacon in the deepest night. When all the skies are torn apart, you are the reason I still fight. You don't pull me, you don't command, you don't demand who I should be. You shine and I can find my way, because you believe in me. I've seen love turn into a cage, promises sharpened into chains. I've seen devotion lose its meaning, hearts reduced to silent pain. But you never asked me to surrender, never claimed my every breath. You stood beside me in the storm, not above me, not beneath. You don't decide my every step, you don't define my name. You walk with me through shadowed ground and let me choose the flame. You are my guiding star, my lighthouse in the endless sea. When all the lights are drifting out, you stay and wait for me. You don't own my heart, you set it free. You don't blind me with your light, you shine and I become more whole with you inside. If one day the night grows heavier, if even stars begin to fall, I won't ask you to burn brighter, I'll be grateful for it all. For every time you didn't leave, for every silence you stayed through, for being more than fate or dream, for simply fade. They are meant to be followed forever. In storms, you never need the crowd. While others burn the world with words, you stand unbroken, proud. Your eyes speak truths I cannot flee. Your stillness draws me near. You never ask to be believed. You simply are right here. You don't demand, you don't insist, you don't define my name. You let me see who I can be without a single claim. My queen of silence, you reign so deep. Your love does not need sound to breathe. You don't command, you don't explain, yet everything in me remains. My queen of silence, calm and true. Even unspoken, I feel you. Your love is mighty, clear and whole. It reaches straight into my soul. I've seen affection beg for proof, heard promises decay. I've watched loud hearts destroy themselves by what they tried to say. But you never tried to own my flame, never forced me to stay. You stood beside me in the quiet, and that showed me the way. You don't bind me with desire, you don't pull me from my ground. You let me rise on my own strength, and still you're always found. My queen of silence, you reign so deep. Your love does not need sound to breathe. No oath is carved, no vow is sworn, yet something eternal is born. My queen of silence, steady and bright, you shine without demanding light. You don't need words to make me see. Your silence speaks enough to me. If the world goes dark and loud again, if voices tear the truth apart, I will remember how you stayed and spoke through stillness, not through art. Not every love must shout its name, not every fire must burn to show. Some lights are strongest when they stand and quietly simply glow. Please hear my vow. I don't need answers, not now. Your quiet love is more than sound. It's the safest place I've found. My queen of silence, strong and kind. Your love lives deeper than my mind. No words required, no proof to give, because in your silence, love still crown of doubt, carried the weight no one talks about. Every scar you tried to hide was a battle fought alone inside. They saw you fall, they turned away, but I saw strength where shadows stay. You don't need to stand tall for me. You don't need to shine or pretend to be free. Even if you fall in, even if you walked away, you are still my princess. Nothing takes that name. And I will stand here, not above, not behind. I am still your prince in heart and truth. In time, you chose the silence, chose the night. When staying cost too much to fight, they call it weakness, call it defeat, but I know how heavy were your feet. You didn't break, you just let go of a world that asked too much of your soul. You don't know the world your pain, you don't know your tears a name. Even if you fall in, even if you walked away, you are still my princess. Nothing fades that flame. And I remain here, not to bind, not to claim. I am still your prince through loss and flame. If you doubt yourself in quiet rooms, if memories return too soon, remember this: when nights grow long, you were never weak, just strong too long. I won't rewrite your story, I won't call your past a sin. If the crown lies in the dust, I will kneel and lift it in. Not to place it on your head, but to hold it by your side. Love does not demand the throne, it just stays. Even if you've fallen, even if you're gone from sight, you are still my princess in the darkest night. No change between us, no promise you must keep. not held by a fear. We stand because we choose to. We walk through nights that tried to bend us, through quiet doubts and open flame. Every step was taken freely, no crown, no oath, no borrowed name. I never asked you to follow, you never asked me to lead. We met where two horizons decided to believe. When the world demanded answers, we answered only with truth. Not mine, not yours, not promises, just fire that carried us through. You are not the light I own, you are the light you are. I walk beside you, not ahead, no matter where you are.
No walls, no vows carved into stone, no silent debt we have to pay.
Only the choice we make again, with every breath, with every day.
We are one in the fire,
Not bound, not claimed, not chained. Two flames that rise together, never burning in the same way.
we are one in the fire.
Still free, still standing tall. Not because we have to stay, but because we choose it all. There were moments wasted shaking, when silence cut more than a blade. But even then you never faded. You were courage unafraid. I don't hold you, I don't cage you, I don't fear the way you roam. Loving you means trusting, you always find your own.
If tomorrow pulls us different ways,
Through storm or distant shore,
the fire we lit won't beg or break.
it will only burn once more.
Not a promise carved in time,
Not a fate we must obey. Just two hearts choosing each other again and again this way. Let the world call this reckless. Let them say it won't remain. They don't know a love that breathes without fear, without a chain. I don't need to be a reason. You don't need to be my law. We stand because we want to. That's the strongest bond of all.
we are one in the fire.
Not owned, not sworn, not sealed. Two souls walking side by side, with nothing left concealed.
We are one in the fire.
Still free, still burning bright, not held together by the dark, but choosing the light. but because we